Yo gang, what's going on? I'm the Blue Ranger and welcome to what I believe will be the finale of BioShock. I can't believe I'm finally saying this. We're going up to fight what I believe is the final boss. There might be some story after the fact. I'm gonna just keep playing this because I'm pretty sure I'm more confident about this being the last one than any of the other ones. So, we gotta, you know what we should do first? We should save the game. We should save the game. You save before a final boss, right? I can see me losing and like going way the fuck back. And I don't want that shit. Never mind, I would have saved right here, I bet. Yep, there it is. Oops. But hey, better safe than sorry. I've definitely lost game saves in that, well, not saves obviously, but progress in that way.
Crowd put you in that sub. You were no more than two. You were my ace in the hole, but you were also the closest thing I ever had to a son. And that's why this hurts. Betrayal, kid. Life ain't strictly business.
Saving again. Holy cow. Okay, overkill now. Let's do something with a little more range, because it looks like we're going to need range at first. This seems like a dumb idea, but whatever. Holy fuck balls. Is that... What in the shit? Okay. Well. Okay. That's not the gun I wanted, but okay. So I'm willing to bet. No. Can you please go to the gun that I want you to... Thank you. So that doesn't affect him, apparently. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, that's kind of what I figured. So basically what's happening now is I have to defeat him 2 more times to drain all of his Adam. Oh, and he's gonna use different... I'm picking up what you're laying down. I'm smelling what you're stepping in. No, would you fuck out the fucking weapon that I want? God damn. Oh, he's got both, so he's doing fire and ice now. Oh, you can't do it again, buddy. Man, if this is really the final fight, and I'm missing something, then, I'm really missing something here. Like, they had me really over-prepared for this fight. Oh, napalm this sumbitch. Oh, there we go. Now we've got some other, influencing types here. No! Goddamn grenade launcher! Oh, heat-seeking RPG, please and thank you. Nope, fuck off. No, we don't need to waste the other shot. Because he's almost dead. Okay. They're dead. Oops, drain at him. Ooh, is there a phase 2? Is there a phase 2?
I had you built. I sent you topside. I called you back, showed you what you was capable of. Even that life you thought you had, that was something I dreamed up and had tattooed inside your head. Now, if you don't call that family, I don't know what is. And now,
Nice. It's Ellie from The Last of Us. You just got wrecked by a bunch of little girls, man. I'm just saying. Wow, that's fucked up right there. That's a bunch of small children yelling, "Kill him!" Now I understand that they're not really little girls. Oh, whoa! We got a legit cutscene.
They offered you everything, yes, and in return, you gave them what I have come to expect of you: brutality.
Wait, what?
You took what you wanted. All the Atom, all the power.
It did?
And the Rapture trembled. But in the end, even the Rapture was not enough for you. Your father was terrified the world would try to steal the secrets of his city. But not you, for now you have stolen the terrible secrets of the world.
Well, all right then. I was right. That was the end. Let's talk about it then, I guess, for a minute. It's interesting that he created me, sent me into the real world, and then brought me back. But that doesn't explain why. I don't know why he did that. I don't know why, other than to prove some sort of point to his own creation. So from the sounds of it, it almost comes off as if his intention was all along just to make himself happy. I don't understand. I like that the whole thing was controlled from the beginning. Obviously the big twist, which is actually a play on the concept of playing a video game. When you play a linear video game, you do what the game tells you to do, regardless of whether it's the right or wrong thing. Now, granted, a lot of games now in 2016, 10 years after the release of BioShock, are very choice, decision-based games. BioShock, adding that element of choosing to save or rescue or harvest the little sisters kind of brought in a new element, because I believe there's a secondary end story if you don't rescue all the little sisters, in terms of just how it plays out. I'm sure it ends the same way, but I'm not exactly sure how. Like, I'm assuming there's another outside element that affects it. I don't know. I'm not going to play it again because I didn't actually enjoy the experience all that much. But the concept of you play a game and you do what we tell you to do, and then they kind of spit on you for it, is a little funny. It's a little funny that what they're pretty much doing is telling you how to play the game and what to do, and then making fun of you for doing exactly what they told you to do. Because that's exactly what BioShock is them controlling you by entertaining you. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it's an interesting concept, and that's definitely my favorite part about this game. But as I mentioned throughout the series, or at this series, not the series of games, but the series of Let's Play episodes for this game, is the gunplay was extraordinarily weak, and considering that it was I don't want to say survivor horror, because it wasn't a horror game, but it was definitely some sort of survival game. They until the end really restricted your ammo, but then gave you a lot of tanky enemies to fight. I found that to be frustrating. Putting me in a CQC situation at the end there with the little sisters, where I had to protect them while she did her thing, and I can't see where they're coming from because my field of vision is too small. That was stressful and annoying. It wasn't difficult. And then on top of all that, with the struggles in terms of how difficult the game was at times to get to the end and that final boss, I used one health med kit. I think I used one med kit through the whole boss fight. I barely struggled with any of it. It was extremely easy. That was rather disappointing. I don't know why he was covered in like stone or whatever the hell his amalgamation was to create his body. I know it was driven by Adam, but I don't know what the actual substance was or why he was in that form. That doesn't seem to be very well explained. I don't know why all of a sudden at the end I decided to take over Rapture and send out splicers to kill the rescue crew. I don't understand any of these things. Maybe that's the point. Maybe when I play through BioShock 2, which I do plan on playing, even though I'm getting a lot of really bad reviews on it and a lot of people telling me to go straight to Infinite, I do plan on playing BioShock 2. However, I hope that I get some answers as to why all of a sudden, even though I was helping them through the whole game, it just goes, you did exactly what I thought you were going to do, and you became evil and killed everyone, and you didn't want to let the secrets out. And I'm like, what? Wait, I didn't choose that. That's you just telling me that that's how the game ended, and it doesn't play into anything I just did. I spent the second third of the game, which I thought was all the end. The ending kind of reminded me of what is it? Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Every time you think that movie's over, it's not over yet. That's kind of how BioShock was, and there is a diminishing return on that style of story. I'm like, cool, we're gonna go fight the boss. No, you have to go find all the pieces to become a big daddy. Why? I could have fought that guy normally. I understand that you had to go through the door. In the story, it made sense, but they could have cut that right out. It just sort of seemed like they dragged the game out to add more gameplay. But by the time I got there, I was ready to finish the story. So that I found that a little bit bothersome. But I mean, all in all, not my favorite game. I know a lot of people will say, but Blue, this game is 10 years old. And what I always, and I'm not comparing the games, I'm just saying you can't say 10 years ago games were different and that's why this one's not very good. My response is, well, 15 years ago Halo Combat Evolved came out and changed the world of shooters for everybody, and obviously you can't compare this game to Halo, but I'm saying, you know, 5 years before BioShock came out, we got the first Halo, and that game was incredible. So why is this one lacking in so many, you know, different elements? I do enjoy the story to a degree, but there's too many holes, there's too many plot holes, too many open ends, too many things left unexplained that just sort of happened, and maybe that's just the nature of BioShock. But to me, that doesn't seem like a good enough of an excuse, or not an excuse, but a reason to have your story end the way that it did. I am glad I played through it because it's a game that came out when I was kind of in my prime of youth. I don't know how to put that. I had just gotten into college. I was a very advantageous gamer, and I just never played BioShock because I hate horror, and a lot of people told me BioShock was a horror game, and I didn't realize until I started playing it. You can notice it in the first couple episodes where I'm like, man, the art style is not what I expected. I honestly, all I saw were the posters and everything where it made it very spooky, and I mean, it's obviously got a spooky element to it, but it's 2K, it's not quite cell shaded, but it's very animated and it's not scary at all. And so I wish I'd played it when I was younger. I may have enjoyed it more in the era in which it was more relevant. But I am glad that I played it for the sake of understanding the story and what people talk about when they bring up BioShock. I look forward to playing through BioShock 2. I guess we get things like Big Sisters, which are similar to Big Daddies, but a little bit more intense and agile and nimble, I guess. I'm not sure. But I am looking forward to playing through the series and understanding it in full. I have played a little BioShock Infinite in the past, but only a few hours. I rented it from Redbox or something, so I don't remember it at all. It was 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. So I'm going to go through all the games still, and hopefully I have a better experience as we get closer to newer titles. So thank you so much for sticking through this whole series. If you've enjoyed it, if this is a game that you liked, I'm not trying to knock it. It just wasn't for me, I guess. So thank you so much. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Tell me if this was a game you loved, if it was a game you didn't understand why people loved, like me, or whatever. Just give me your thoughts. Tell me what you thought about the series. Tell me what kind of games you want to see in the future, because I want to keep making content that you want to watch. So thank you so much for coming by. Don't forget to check me out at twitch.tv/I'mTheBlueRanger at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. I will see you in the next series, guys.